Prayer Primer, Igniting a Fire Within, by Father Thomas Dubay. Chapter 2, Another Book on Prayer. Given the thousands of religiously oriented books that are published each decade, those dealing with prayer seem to be among the most popular. Happily, disillusionment with the superficial glitter of materialism and its unfulfilled promises is settling upon many thoughtful people today. Turning to the only realistic alternative, God Himself obviously brings up the question of prayer, making contact with Him. Yet it would seem at first glance that little or nothing new remains to be said about this subject. Why more books and articles? Why this one in particular? One reason is that while basic truths do not change, times and people do. There is no doubt that God is touching more than a few people in our day, some of them deeply indeed. They are hungry for God, but do not know just where or how to start responding. Because all of us are citizens of this 21st century, we ask our questions and face our needs in our context, not in that of a previous age. A second reason for this volume is that many of the topics and themes we shall discuss are seldom spoken or written about for ordinary people, that is, without scholarly detail and many footnotes. While we shall assume that readers of this little work are intelligent, we shall not presuppose that they need or have a theological background. Prayer is simple and uncomplicated, even though it normally becomes profound and rich, if all goes normally. Chapter 1 may serve as an illustration of our first two reasons. While the theme of thirsting for God is prominent in Scripture, and should be in any age, seeing prayer, especially deepening prayer, as rooted in an inner hunger is not sufficiently accented today. Chapter 3 will explore further ramifications of this fundamental reality. A third reason for this primer is the sad fact that some current ideas need to be countered. A correspondent recently wrote to me that we have all sorts of nonsense to unlearn. I vividly remember the course in meditation when I was taking my theology degree at such and such a college. There was no mention of virtue, conversion, or anything of the sort. But we were reminded that we should be barefoot for meditation, since energies come in through the feet. The final answer to our query, why this book, is that we shall be answering questions our contemporaries are asking. Let me mention a sampling of them. There are many others. Practical questions. Just what is prayer all about? Are there many kinds of prayer? How much time should I give to prayer in my typical day? Where is the best place to pray? What can I do about distractions? What should I think and do about feeling dry and empty, and not inclined to pray at all? How do I get started in living a more serious prayer life? What is the place of vocal prayer in our lives? Should we make up our own prayers or use those found in books and pamphlets? Can a person be saying too many vocal prayers? Are vocal prayers, morning and evening, rosary, way of the cross, litanies and so on, enough? Or should I be thinking also of meditation and contemplation? If so, how do they fit together? Then there are questions about prayer in marriage and family life. Is a regular and serious growth in prayer possible in marriage? And if so, how is this achieved? For example, how can husbands and wives today find the prayerful solitude Jesus lived and taught? Are they too called to meditative and contemplative prayer and its summit? How do they find the time needed? How do married saints handle these questions? Is the liturgy of the hours meant for lay people as well as for priests and religious? How do parents explain and teach prayer to their children? What is Christocentric meditation, and how does it differ from an Oriental awareness and techniques? Are New Age ideas worth looking into? What should we think of centering prayer? What do you think of the charismatic renewal? What is Christocentric contemplation? Is that the same as deep prayer? Does Scripture speak much about meditation and contemplation? How do they differ? What do Vatican Council II and the Catechism of the Catholic Church say about them? When and how does one begin to meditate, and then later on commence contemplation? To find quick answers to these and many other questions, consult the index at the back of this volume. But for the best overall understanding and enlightenment, you will want to read and ponder each of the chapters one by one. You may need to read some of them more than once. Yes, and think. They are brief. The task is not huge. The rewards are great. Bon voyage.